Hello and welcome, Pauleh here, and today I am bringing you Medieval Engineers. Now you may be saying to yourself, that sounds pretty familiar. Well, that's because it is. Medieval Engineers is brought to you by Keen Software House, the guys that did Space Engineers. And yeah, they basically made this really cool system which they used for Space Engineers, and they figured, you know what, we could apply this to something else, and they did, and they brought us this medieval themed version of Space Engineers. So it's everything you expect: building, physics, and I guess we're not going to be in space anymore, so there's going to be no ships or anything like that, but you know, block decay, things like that are still in here. I'm going to go ahead and show you the game, but what I'm going to do first, rather than just jumping into it, I want to show you some of the things you can build. So it's the same type of menu, and there's a few scenarios already here. You've got your quick start, which is what I'll be jumping on later, and then you've got a bunch of other options. Now I'm just looking at the pictures here. Maybe this one has a bit of everything by the look of it. We'll go ahead and load this, fingers crossed. So here we go. Okay, this doesn't have a bit of everything, but yeah, these are houses you can build. Actually, yes, it does. You can build bridges, towers. There is a really neat castle I'm going to show you guys here soon, but just to give you an idea, it is very much like Space Engineers. Here I am placing the block. Can I change the size of this? I believe you can paint it, I'm just not sure. No, paint's not really working, at least not with this item. But yeah, I mean, can I just keep... I can just build me some stairs. So yeah, all the basic ways of building is still in this game. Now, I'll quickly show you the menu before I show you some of the other scenarios. So if I go to here, this is where you can set up your toolbars, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different shapes. There's rounded shapes, easier for making towers. There's platforms. You've got wooden walls, so you can build houses. So everything you've seen in this world has been built. Then down here, you've basically got items to build, like siege engines, siege weapons. So that's going to be very very interesting to do. I wonder how easy it is to do this, because I mean, that's all the blocks you need. I'll give it a go at some point, but I can't promise much. One thing I would like to show you as well is you can sort of terraform the ground. I'm pretty sure there's ways to sort this, how to change it. I haven't quite worked it out yet, but here I am, able to just make a little tower, and just like the paints, I can actually change the ground, so we can go through, let's say, let's go to stone. Why not give it a stone base there? And there you go, it all blends in rather nicely as well. Ooh, woods. Okay, let's have a quick go at this. So you can make yourself a nice little garden if you wanted to. Needles. I like that it paints the grass on the ground. That's going to be pretty good. Oh, and there was one there for woods. Let's see, what's this? Okay, so yeah, there's a bunch of different types of ground you can get. And as I said, you can build this up if you want to. If you want to increase the size of a mountain, you can. So yeah, the options are there. Bosh. And now, as you can see, that's... Oh. Wow, I can just run for it. My guy's pretty strong. One thing I've been curious about is what if you take out... Like, can you make things fall over, or are they just super strong? I think my answer's answered there. Oh no, they finally gave way under the weight. Now everything's all... God damn, this guy's hardcore. So there you go. You can't build something without having some sort of, you know, support. Although when I created this, when I loaded this world up, you could see that there was an option for structural integrity, so that's why. How's that floating? You know what I ought to do? See if this works. God, I can't even jump on that, never mind. I was going to see if I could collapse the bridge, but I'll tell you what, let's go back and I'll show you one of the castles that has been built. Now the castle is extremely cool. The castle is definitely one of my favourites. I'm looking forward to building castles. If you watch me play Space Engineers, it's been a while, but when I was playing it, I enjoyed building... I wasn't too bothered about building spaceships, but I enjoyed building space bases, you know. So basically a fortress in space, you know, I was very happy to do that. So this is one of the castles. Now I wonder, is this the castle they used in the trailer? Because if it is, then there's a secret tunnel somewhere. We'll go have a look. I wonder if I can show you my guide. Let me have a quick look, see if there's a third person button. Navigation, is it? Nope. Spectator. Suicide. Left alt to look around, always useful. You can turn your HUD off, there we go. I remember now. V, here we go, this is my guy. I'm ready to work. Yeah, he looks pretty hardcore. Best crouch walk ever. So, here we have it. The castle. I think at some point it's going to be my goal to build a trebuchet or a catapult and just attempt to bring this down for fun, for science. But yeah, I can see a lot of cool builds coming out of this. Personally, one thing I'd like to see would be, I know it doesn't quite fit into this, but some sort of half-decent melee combat system, archery system, because I could imagine you could make a very fun game mode where players build castles and then have to defend them. There's a little bit of clipping, but as I said, this game is early access. One thing I want to mention about this is that you can buy this game at the time of this video 24 hours before it releases on Steam Early Access. However, if you do not, then you'll be waiting until it's released on Steam. So keep that in mind. Now how do you get up here? Well, there's a lot of little doorways and stuff. I'm getting a bit stuck on a few places I'm going around. Can I really not get up here? Okay, well that's fine. That is fine. Make my own stairs. what I'd quite like to see... Wow, some of this is already broke. I wonder if it just collapsed on itself. It's a possibility. I wonder if I was able to get rid of some key supports, what would happen? Oh, the humanity! Oh, that's the windmill. Huh, that's a very strong house. I don't think it can beat me though. Okay, maybe it can. Yep. Bloody strong house. I want to see the tower fall. How is this still standing? I'm not quite sure, but there we go. Now everything's right with the world. A little bit laggy when all the physics come into play, but not too bad. I imagine more so in this, since there's structural integrity, because that's not really going to matter in space, but if you were building a big project and you mess up, and a part of it comes crashing down, you're going to be in... Make sure you save regularly is all I can say. I believe there was a flying option. There we go. So yeah. Wait a tick. No, it doesn't, does it? Oh my god. The drawbridge works. Okay, that's great. That is great. We have a working drawbridge. I'm just curious if there's a little mine exit. Yep, there we go. Although it's all fallen apart, these were beams. So there's some caves down here. I like that you can do that, you can make caves. Right. Well, that's cool. So yeah, this was the castle from the trailers, or what's left of it now. Anyway, let us return to the main menu. Don't want to save anything of this castle, it's fallen apart. We'll start a new world, we will quick start. And let's see what we can do. Okay, so I'm guessing this is my house. Out of all places to build in this area, I decided to build on here. Fair enough. Let's have a look. Just curious, are there any doors? I can't say I've noticed any. Doesn't appear to be. There's door frames, but no doors. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, this is my kingdom. I shall build it. Or should I just modify this house? Let's just modify this house for now. Let's see. Wooden stairs. I believe there's a way to change through this toolbar, but I'm not really sure. So for now, there we go. This might work if I was to do that. Can't quite build another one in the ground yet. Alright. Scratch that, scratch that. It just seems a bit redundant walking all the way around here. Ah, screw it, I'll just build over here for now. Question is, what do we want to build? So, I could try building another wooden house, or I could just go ahead and build a castle. I'll be honest, I'm getting a Helm's Deep vibe from around here, the way these mountains are. Just a quick look. I know there's an option so you can basically select which block you're looking at, which is what I need at the moment. But isn't the one for paint picking? There we go. So you can turn off the snap to grid, which is actually very useful. Very useful indeed. Although it's kind of hard to see from this angle. Oh right, yeah, it's going to need supports, isn't it? Of course it is, of course it is. Well, in that case, I just kind of want to expand this as a little starting project, so what we'll do. Let's see if we can get the wood railing back on. There we go. Right then, what I want to do over here Did I see a round railing? No, just for stairs. So my question is there a wooden floor? Yes there is. Okay, sweet. Well, now I can't see it. Oh, wrong item, that's why. Let's give it a go. Now the question is, how do I get this up to the top? It's one of those things again. So if I can't place this flat on the ground, what do I need? I guess I could do it this way. You guys are gonna have to bear with me a little bit. I'm slowly getting myself acquainted with all the controls. I see, so I can do all this. Not very helpful, but I can do it. I guess the big one is how to bring it closer to me. Screw it! We'll do it this way. I will cheat. The foundation of this house will be made of stone. Reminds me of kind of building one of my Minecraft houses. I always like to have a solid foundation and just work from there. So what if we... You know what I could do? I don't know how to make this smaller yet, but... we can sort of pull that back a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get our foundation. Well, our in-home floorboard set up. Bosh bosh. So walls. I'm going to go ahead and use the wooden stuff. It's just occurred to me that the door frames won't work as I had hoped because of the shape I'm going for. So what we could do is go, that will work. Now we just want to get the floor on. Let's see how well this works. So I actually want this So how do I... if I want this placed like here, can I not do that? It works if I'm doing it by freehand, but I was hoping I could snap it to grid. I need a little play with this. See, I see. So it didn't like the wooden floor for some reason, it treats it as a block. Okay, that's weird. That is weird indeed. So can I even place... yeah, I can. Only because I think I did this one wrong. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that just don't work. See, what I was hoping to do was add in, you know, a wall there, but apparently it's not liking it. The only way to do it is via the outside, unless see, if I do it on the outside, it hangs over the edge, which is what I was hoping to avoid. Whereas you see, this one was actually on the inside. That sits nice and purdy. My question is, what did they do here? So yeah, everything's on the very exterior. Now I can build this by hand, and it's not going to be an issue. But I'm kind of disappointed with that. It just means building's going to be a bit longer. Not really an issue though. What I need to do is work out how to bring this in and out. Because right now I want to place it on here and it's just not letting me. I definitely prefer snap to grid. Oh well, it's fine. I'll work it out. Anyway, hope to get a couple of windows here. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to have a mess around with this, see if I can get it working. But anyway, this was a quick look at Medieval Engineers. Stay tuned, I'll bring you more videos. I'm going to do a bit more work on this, see if I can get it going a little bit better. I should have a better grasp of all the controls next time round as well, so there'll be less fiddling about. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you like what you see when you look at Medieval Engineers, and yeah, if you've got any suggestions on what you'd like to see me build, leave them in the descriptions of this video. First things first though, get this house up and running. Get this house up and running. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Till next time.